Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Trojans will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Warhawks offense will take the field first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence.
There he goes! He's inside the 40, running inside the 20, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Warhawks!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Troy Trojans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Williams looking for a man. Gets it out fast. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Warhawks want to move quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to do it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Warhawks are on the move. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Phelps. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Monroe.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his man. It's Boyd. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Williams will pass. Here's a heat. The Warhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. Defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks.
There he goes! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Warhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Warhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's
go! Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get...
Touchdown, Warhawks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They are seizing control and taking away home as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown, Trojans. A great catch and run for 6.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 11 over North Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Williams looking for a man. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Boyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boyd. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walters.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Looking to throw, it's Willis. Bringing the heat. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
And the Warhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident.
He's loose on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Fires toward the end zone. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And here they come, almost all the way back. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for. And you saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Warhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Swings it out to the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to keep it in the air. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Monroe.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rice is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Troy. And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. And the Warhawks are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got his man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll go back to the ground. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Williams looking for a man. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He'll try it again. Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive, it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He makes a catch. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Quick completion to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. back to pass. Gets open down the middle. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Boyd. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Warhawks will hustle to the line. Williams will pass. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Thomas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Williams looking for a man. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H. They're up by 18 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Clemens.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being
going for it all. Makes a catch at the 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. He caught it. Touchdown, Trojans. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to the ground game on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Fowler. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
I love the play call offensively because you got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. He makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers.